one of the things that's the most important lifestyle-wise when we talk about keeping yourself healthy and helping to strengthen your immune system is first to make sure that you're getting plenty of sleep. So making sure that you're giving yourself enough time to fall asleep and go to sleep and stay asleep. I think that's a huge piece of it. I also think like being active and exercising, or at least using your lungs to breathe, is going to be really important. So if it's walking or running or whatever activities people like to do, but keeping themselves physically active is also another big piece. When somebody has a sore throat and it's not strep throat and everything else has been ruled out, one of the things I really like is a tea by Traditional Medicinals called Throat Coat Tea. It actually has some pretty good research on it, and it can really help with sore throats. I've given samples out in my office before, and I have kids who come back and ask for it every time that they're sick because they like it so much. The other thing that I find helpful is just that having honey. I prefer local honey usually, but using honey in a tea, because that can help soothe the throat and can help with a cough sometimes. And then there are other things that are more antiviral, things like garlic and onions. And of course, when we're talking about all these things, that's a person who doesn't have any other medical conditions that are going to be problematic with eating some of those foods or taking some of those medicines. If you have not had any problems with the flu shot in the past, think about getting a flu shot if you can kind of help your community in that way. The other thing would be, things like vitamin D and probiotics have some good benefit in helping to support your immune system. Vitamin D, you should probably just take in doses, more maintenance type doses, unless you know what your vitamin D status is, but those things can be really helpful throughout that season to help your immune system so that you aren't getting sick as often. Elderberry, or the other name for it is Sambucus, that's the Latin name, is a plant that actually grows in north central Washington. The berries of this plant and the flowers as well tend to have more of this immune supportive, antiviral action to them. There's a lot of research on it helping with colds and flus. So again, you can start taking it at the onset of symptoms. So let's say you're starting to feel like you have a cold coming on, you could start taking some of the elderberry at that point. You can also take it to kind of help support your immune system in low doses throughout the season. And then if you're really sick, like if you have a cold or a flu and you have not been diagnosed with anything else, then it can help, the antiviral properties of it can kind of help fight the infection and help you to hopefully decrease your symptoms at a quicker rate than you would if you didn't take it. There's a lot of research that's going into the good bacteria in our system right now. It's called the microbiome. And we have so much bacteria that's living throughout our entire body. And when we talk about the good bacteria, they have benefit to us in many different ways. And one is to kind of help keep our immune systems strong. The other is to kind of keep all the bad bacteria out. And when we take things like antibiotics are not selective, so they're going to kill good bacteria and bad bacteria. And antibiotics have a really good use. But the important piece is that after you've used them, or while you're using them, that you're replacing those good bacteria. It can be in the form of cultured foods like sauerkraut or kimchi or things that are fermented. Those things can be really helpful to get good bacteria in your system. The other thing is fiber. So making sure that you're getting fiber through your fruits and vegetables, that helps your body to help your good bacteria, your own good bacteria, to proliferate to normal good levels.